Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Jay Hollingshed. I help athletes win more competitions and consistently produce better stats. I help entrepreneurs become more productive and consistently produce more profits. I am your high performance mindset coach, Jay Hollingshed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is day 72 of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Like I said, today is day 72, and we got people tuning in already. My brother AJ, of course. I guess you're gonna always be in the headline. So my brother AJ tuning in, I appreciate you. Today is day 2, Monday. And we discussed pillar number 2, confidence and motivation. Confidence and motivation. Sherman Snyder, what's happening, man? I see you tuning in. I appreciate you, brother. We're discussing confidence and motivation today, and that is pillar number 2 of my 7 pillars of mental performance. And before we get into that, let me give my thank yous to everybody that's tuning in, including Sherman and my brother AJ. Also, those that are tuning in on repeat. You're watching this on repeat. Thank you. I appreciate you. My first time viewers, I appreciate you as well. For those that want to view this video in its entirety, go to my YouTube channel. Everything I do is on YouTube. Feel free to go back and check out everything that's backlogged on YouTube for that. Lisa Chapman, Hollingshed, my wife is tuning in. Denise Boylan, thank you for tuning in. All right, now that everybody is tuned in, let's go right into confidence and motivation. Now, I'm going to read off a couple of things and to see if you feel you fit in any of these categories. Here we go. Have you ever felt that you had a lack of confidence and motivation because of you've lost faith in your own abilities? If this is you, feel free to hit the like or the heart button, whichever way you want to let me know that that is you and you are contemplating that. Wow, more people tuning in. D'Angela Michelle, Sandra Jones, George Thomas, thank you all. Keeping right along with the program. Have you ever felt that you've had a lack of motivation and a lack of confidence because of a fear of failure? Have you failed in something that has traumatically impacted you to where you don't want to try again? You have a fear of failure that keeps you from having that confidence and is robbing you of your motivation. How about those that are scared of what someone else might say? If you have a fear of what someone else will say, and that plays right along with positive and negative self-talk. When you get ready to do something, you're always thinking, that's not going to work. I don't think that they're going to like it. What are they going to say? What is everybody else going to say? If that's robbing you of your confidence and motivation, hit the heart or hit the like button. One more, you have procrastination. Including myself, I'm definitely guilty of this. How many of you out there are guilty of procrastination and you've procrastinated to the point to where that robs you of your confidence and motivation? And if not that, just plain out, flat out lazy. Being lazy, laziness. Everybody has a lazy day every once in a while. That I understand. But if your lazy days pile up, that's a whole different story. So if you have a pattern of laziness, how many of you have that? And that's robbing you of your confidence and motivation. Hey, Lorraine's right tuning in. Marvell T. Boyce, how you doing, doctor? All right. If any of those are affecting you, then we are in the same boat because we are human. However, we can learn to overcome and disregard any of those that I read off by first becoming aware of them. Second, acknowledging them. First, we are aware of them. Second, we acknowledge them. And third, we understand that we can change the programming of our mind. Hence, the title that I carry and what I do, High Performance Mindset Coaching. I'm here to help you change and reprogram your mind so you can get over all of the patterns that I just named off. The positive and negative self-talk, the laziness and the bad thinking. All of that we can change to keep all of that from robbing us of our confidence and motivation. Now, a lot of us, especially those of us that make New Year's resolutions, we sometimes experience short bursts of energy, short bursts of motivation, short bursts of confidence. We don't quite fit in that first round of categories to where we have none at all. A lot of times we'll start off real good. We got our vision board going. We got our list going out. We got our goals. Everything is sit right there in front of us, and we hit the ground running. We're rolling with it. We're rolling. I mean, that motivation has hit us, and we're boom, we're gone. And then it dies down. The music stops. New Year's is over. Nobody's celebrating no more. We're going back into the same pattern, the same humdrum routine. We've lost our confidence and we've lost our motivation. So, like I said, we start off early, we start off good, then we lose our motivation, we lose our enthusiasm. How many of us fit in that boat? If so, there we go. A lot of thumbs are going up. Okay, I'm going to put my thumbs up as well because I started off and I had to pick back up. Now, I want you to make a list, a mental list. We're trying to identify ways that we fit into this confidence and motivation deal. Make a mental list of all that you have lost or are losing because of your lack of motivation or your lack of confidence. How many of you are losing out, first of all, time? You're losing energy. Or how many of you are losing money because you're not being productive because of a lack of motivation, a lack of confidence? Now, on the flip side, make a list of how much you will gain if you had that confidence, if you had that motivation. Make a list of what you will gain from that. Patrick Steinberg, thank you for tuning in, Superman. I appreciate you watching. Make a mental list of how much you will gain from having that confidence and having that motivation. Now, some of us need an extra incentive to help us get through to achieve our goals, to achieve our dreams, an extra incentive to push us. And that's that confidence, that's that motivation. And some of us need more than just an extra incentive. Some of us need an actual accountability partner, someone we can call and say, hey, I'm messing up, man. Look, that's why people work together in teams, especially New Year's resolutions. A lot of us call and say, hey, I need some help with this. Hey, I'm dropping off the boat. We said we're going to start this together. And have you fallen off the wagon? Man, I fell off the wagon. The wagon is a mile down the road now. It's affecting me. So, Michael Giles, thank you for tuning in. So, a lot of us need more than just that extrinsic motivation, or we need an extra boost in our intrinsic motivation, things that are internal. We need an accountability partner. Things today, society has us working harder than normal. That also robs us of our motivation. Let's look at the average workday. The average workday is no longer a 9 to 5. It has evolved into an 8 to 6. And when that happens, it puts more pressure on us to meet the expectation of our employers or to be there for our employees. In other words, those are expectations of somebody else's, not ours. That extra hour or extra workday, that extra time, that's extra pressure, allowing us to have less time, less energy, and being less motivated for our own expectations. It'll be hard for us to meet our own expectations. So when that happens, we really need an accountability partner, somebody with a proven track record. So I recommend that you get an accountability partner to do that, especially if it's already, March? We're hitting the end of the first quarter, third month, which is the end of the first quarter. Look back on your goals. Back on how any lack of motivation has kept you from going that far. Romel Brown, hey, I appreciate you for tuning in. We're talking about motivation, man. Look at where you are in your motivation and how your motivation or lack thereof has kept you from moving forward, especially with your New Year's resolutions. Those of us that need that accountability partner, I can definitely help you with that. If you reach out to speaktoj.com, I can help you with that. Or you can hit me, inbox me from where you are. But the key is when you want to stay motivated, you can help yourself out. Make a list. Write it down. That way, if you wake up, you don't feel motivated. If you see it and you get the reminder, boom, there it is. Okay, I got to have this motivation. Think about your reason for wanting to do it in the first place. Think about your why. Your why has to be stronger than the obstacles that you will meet. You will meet some obstacles. Like I said, that whole list that I read down earlier, all of those are obstacles. But your reason for wanting to succeed has to be stronger than those obstacles. Those obstacles are only going to get bigger. Like I said, this is the end of the first quarter of the year. Second quarter, third quarter, how about fourth quarter? Those obstacles are going to get twice as big, 3 times as big, 4 times as big. So hopefully by that time you get to the second, third, and fourth quarter, you will become twice as strong, 3 times as strong, or 4 times as strong from having your motivation, your confidence. Gwendolyn Joyner, thank you. That was Gwendolyn Henderson. Hey, that's my cousin. Hey, what's up, Gwen? I appreciate you for tuning in. But like I said, you have to keep your goals in front of you, write them down, have your why in front of you. Your why needs to be, you can combine them both, have an extrinsic motivation and an intrinsic motivation, something from within that will push you to get to what you want, and then have something on the outside. You see it, you can't quite get to it yet, but you're working your way towards it. So that's all I have for today on confidence and motivation. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. If you want help and an accountability partner to help you with your confidence and your motivation to reach your goals, especially those that are just falling off the wagon for New Year's, reach out to me at speaktojay.com or inbox me. I can definitely help you with that. Let's speak to you about where you've been, where you are, and where you want to be. Let's put a plan together. I can work with you, put a success plan for you, together for you, and we can walk through the steps of getting to your goal together. That's what I do. I am a high performance mindset coach, and I want to see you succeed. Thank you so much. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. I appreciate that compliment, Sandra Simpson. I appreciate it. God bless.